Hey, hello, welcome back to the show, everybody. We got some people to say some things to first. Lasagna Nipples, thank you for following 2 hours ago. Cerulean, thank you for following 2 hours ago. It's Ohode, thank you for following 2 hours ago. First Class, thank you for following an hour ago. Coaching Society 1, thank you for following. And 47 minutes ago, Covenant MTG, thank you for following 34 minutes ago, and Mario's 21, thank you for following 14 minutes ago. We returned to the party, witnessing a giant ice colossus thing grabbing up one of the digger dwarves and crushing him with the treasure falling beneath its grasp. It takes a step forward over top of you guys and then takes another step, watches them fleeing, turns its attention to you. Go ahead and roll initiative. Karan Breyer Asher.
15.
14.
16. Rowan. 16. Breyer. Cole Aurelia. Rowan Cole Aurelia.
Okay, I rolled really well. I got a 7.
7 total.
I got a 16.
7 total.
16,
I got a 16 as well.
7 total. Aurelia.
23.
23. Not bad.
Some of them.
I think I'll probably go before Bree with the higher dex.
Aurelia, you are first in line.
Does this creature seem hostile toward us?
Roll insight.
$17.
With 17, you just saw it destroy one of the dwarves without hesitation. It almost, as it crushed him, it's like it looked to see what it dropped, essentially, and then has turned its attention to you all. Speaking of, who has the crystal, by the way? It's about 100 pounds, by the way.
Bag of holding.
It is not in the bag of holding. It would not go in the bag of holding.
You said it would.
I said it would fit.
Yeah.
I said it would fit, but it wasn't fitting. When I said that it was magnetized and there was that vorpal energy, you never confirmed that you put it actually in. So somebody would be having to hold this.
I guess Asher,
Oh wow,
since he
that's
was
a lot
wild
of.
shape.
You said it went in there.
I never said
The
that it
bag
went
holds-
in. I said that as you went to put it in the mouth, it was like it had this magnetizing right at the entrance of the mouth, like you were trying to put it in. So I'm sorry for that misunderstanding, but there was a magical force that was preventing it from going inside of the mouth of the thing.
I'll hold it.
Rowan's holding it. He's got stronger strength than you do.
Rowan's holding it.
I can hold up to 500 pounds. So
I can also say if you want to drop it, that is also an option as well. If you don't have to be holding it.
No, we would not have left it. No way.
Yeah, of course.
We were all assuming it was in the bag.
I apologize for that.
You said
I didn't
you
clarify
said
enough
it was
when I
in the
said
bag.
that when you go to put it in, because a lot of times what's happening is you're saying like, oh, we're just gonna put it in the bag. I'm like, okay, well, before you get to that, let me tell you what's happening. And I was trying to describe that it was not going in the bag. It would not, because of that magical force that was preventing it. Apologize for that, but it's just the miscommunication of, because you went ahead and said, yeah, we just put it in the bag, and I'm like, well, let me stop you there.
Okay, so
I should have been
retcon.
more
Rowan
clear
was
that it was
fighting.
not able to go
Rowan was
in,
fighting, then picked up the gem, ran out with the gem, has the gem in his hand currently.
Okay.
So, Rowan has it.
Okay, Aurelia, anyway, what would you like to do on your turn?
It's going to step between Rowan and the creature and put her hands up like this to say stop. And try to kind of like give off a commanding presence of like we are not the enemies here, and hope that my ice elf heritage does something.
Roll a perception check.
16.
With a 16, you notice within the chest of this giant, four-armed colossal, as it straightens up and then looks at the party and averts its attention from the dwarves that are running away. There's this darker mass in the center, like where a heart would be. It doesn't seem to notice your efforts, though.
I'm
You
sure
said
this is
what
probably the end
color
of my.
was?
It was just a darker mass. Like, you can tell that there was something encapsulated in the ice of the chest of this giant colossus.
Okay, well, end of my turn. I'm gonna bonus action hide, I guess.
Where are you going to hide? You do have to have something to hide behind
Is there
to do a hide.
like an icy rock, a snowbank?
You can see
something
what you
like
see. You would have to try and get like maybe all the way back, run behind that, perhaps, or I don't know how much movement speed you
then
have.
never mind. That's my turn.
It is its turn. I rolled terrible on the perception. It doesn't seem to notice anything as it tries to look at the party and discern who you are, what you're about. You see as the four sets of arms, each forming their own shape, two of them begin to come down. It does have a lot of range because it's big. Let me choose. That's you. Briar.
What?
Prepare to be attacked.
How fast is this thing?
How fast is this thing?
Yeah, it's so big.
It has more speed because it's big, in the sense that it doesn't have to take that many steps to get over there. It just kind of has to reach. So it will take it does need to take one step forward. The top right arm reaches over and almost attempts to cut the party off as it attempts to crush Briar with an attack. That's a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, I'm going to cast my arcane ward around myself to give me at least my temp HP.
Okay. That is going to be 36 points of bludgeoning damage.
Glad I did it.
And then, on top of that, this is going to be halved, but 8 points of cold damage. But that's going to be, this is, halved is 4, just 4 points of cold damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, though.
That is a 19.
That is a 19. You are good. You feel a shiver come down your spine, but it does not affect you as you slightly just get out of the way and it slams down, almost crushing your legs a little bit, but not anything super vital. It definitely does a big ouchie. It is going to do other attacks to other people. That is going to be Rowan. Is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
As the left bottom arm comes down to almost support itself in its attack against Briar. That is going to be math
Since it's so massive, could I try to do a saving throw against it? I mean, it's coming
Saving
down.
throw?
I'm not standing. Like a dex or
It's
something
just an
like
attack.
that.
It's an attack as any other attack.
Okay.
That's kind of essentially assumed to be factored into its ability to hit and your AC and all of that. But that is going to be 38 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 3 points of cold damage. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 19 for con save.
19, you are good. Lastly, not lastly, there's still more to go. You see as the bottom right arm, instead of forming a fist, forms a hand, a palm, and raises some of the ice from below that is going to be on Karan. 23 to hit.
Yep.
Some of the ice shoots up from underneath you. That is going to be 32 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And halved 3 points of cold damage. Roll a Constitution saving throw. Actually, never mind. Not with this. Sorry, my bad. Wrong one. Just 3 points of cold damage. That's already halved. Now, with the top left arm, it's going to come down on somebody else. That's our boy. $30 to hit. Does that hit, Cole?
Yep, that hits.
You will take 32 points of bludgeoning damage. And 1 cold damage. That's already halved. So.
Cool is down.
Cool is down. But that concludes its turn. Briar, you are up. Rowan, you're on deck.
No, I go first. I got the higher dex.
Okay, I don't know why I put you in that order. So I'll just go ahead and, like, change yours. I don't know why I did. That's weird that I put her first. Yeah, anyway, yeah, okay. I'll just make yours a 17 for my ordering. Rowan, yes, and
I'm
then
gonna
Briar,
go
you're on
ahead
deck.
and second wind. I'm gonna get 13. Hang on, and I gotta read this preempt of wound closure. So whenever I roll a hit die to gain hit points, I double that instead. So that is 6 plus 18. That is 14. 14. 6 plus 8 is 14. Okay, heal. I'm going to hold up the crystal or overhead press it. I'm gonna yell, "Is this what you're looking for?"
Roll persuasion.
That's a 15 flat.
With a 15, it's in the midst of smashing and smashing the ice and pulling up the other ice. You feel that you're just speaking into the fog.
Which way is Von Salath?
Von Salath would be that way, north. That's the way that it would be screen north, what we're currently looking at. That's the way that the dwarves and stuff headed that way too. They've kind of just disappeared into the fog, mostly.
I'm gonna look to the party. Alright, and I'm gonna hightail it 160 feet. I'm gonna use my action to double dash. I'm gonna use my full movement, which is gonna be 160 feet. I'm sprinting towards the doors.
With the pistol in your hands.
God, he doesn't even know. No. He doesn't know that I have it. Yeah, I mean, I want to make it known that I have it. I don't want to leave them behind thinking that
if you would like
it's
to
there.
present it as you're running.
Yeah, can I do something to try to get its attention as I'm running? I'm gonna be screaming as I'm running.
Sure. Let me roll
160 feet.
As it makes each of its attacks, you kind of run underneath its armpit, essentially, as it's already leaned over to make some attacks against you, and you start to rush off further into the north. That will evoke an opportunity of attack at disadvantage. And that will not hit. That is a natural 1. It clumsily goes to reach out towards you and almost slides onto its elbow, and onto like its forearm as it reaches over to attempt to make its attack on you. It does notice now that you do have the crystal. It seems to, like, you see it, the eyes kind of like lighten up a little bit, like, or widen almost, as if it's recognizing that you have the crystal. What that means for you, you do not know.
Nope. 160 feet. I'm running.
160 feet. You're going that full.
I'm going
with
that
the dash.
Yeah.
Okay. So technically, it would be slower because of having to hold the
So then
crystal,
it's
but
80 feet.
I'm not going to have that just because we did have that misunderstanding. But later that will take effect, just so we're aware. Okay. But I'm not, just because we had that misunderstanding earlier.
Okay.
How much is 160 feet? You were like right here, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 65, 55, 60, 65. I don't have enough math for that. Can I just put you like way out there?
Sure.
Okay.
Around ahead. I'm just trying to lead it away from everybody.
Okay. It's probably even more than that, but I'm gonna run out of map that way.
Definitely without out of range, out of anything. So.
Okie dokie. That brings us to next in line. Briar, Karan, you're up.
So, I'm going to feed Karan the potion of healing. Backpack.
Okay.
But
That'll be your action to give him a potion.
okay. So I'll use my movement to get to him. I'll feed him the potion, and then I'll use the rest of my movement to try to follow Rowan.
Okay, that's 5. How much do you have?
I have 30 feet. 35 feet.
15, 20, 25, 30. 35 feet, you said?
Yeah.
35. Right to there. You're not quite out of its range yet. Karan?
All right.
Asher, you're on
go
deck.
ahead and that's the second level.
Karan, that's 29 healing for you.
29. Okay, thank you. Oop. I'm going to go ahead and cast. Actually, let me double check this. Oh, I'm only one spot away from him. I'm just gonna shift over. I'm gonna go on the far side of Cole, but be so like not the hex with the stake, the far side. So like heading towards where
Okay,
Rowan
5,
and
10,
we eventually
15.
want to go. Yeah, there. Yep. And I'm going to go ahead and spend a level 1. No, sorry. Do level 2. Cure Wounds on him. So, the 2d8. Nice. So 18 to Cole.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, actually, you know what? Take it back. Like, I'm gonna do it as healing word. I'm not gonna do it as healing wounds. I just realized that I would stop me from doing the primary thing I wanted to do. So it is just gonna be healing word, even though I'm like right next to him anyways. It's gonna be 2d4. So 14.
Okay.
And then I will use my action to actually use the preserve life. And I'm going to give 10 to myself, 10 to Cole, 10 to Bree, and 10 to Aurelia. So everyone's going to get... Oh, sorry. Bree, myself, and Aurelia are going to get 15. Cole, you'll get 12.
Okay.
And that'll be.
Brings us to Asher. Cole, you're on deck. You are now stabilized and up. Well, you're prone, but you are no longer unconscious.
So Asher is gonna try to move basically in front of Aurelia, just for simplicity's sake, with his shield out, and look to everyone and be like, "Get out of here!" And would it be possible for him to move his action to just kind of stay as a group as they run back?
What do you
Staying
mean?
within 5 feet of Aurelia since she just got her shit pushed in.
It's just the way turns work. I don't know. She would just have to try and get up to you when you make your move, when she makes her move, like when it's her turn.
Yeah, he'll just stay there with the shield out.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So like when it's her turn and she decides to move, you want to basically hold your action as like a reaction to move with her. I think I would allow that.
Move.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes
Okay.
sense.
So that way I can kind of stay within 5 feet of her, and if Cole or Krun move as well. But, okay, yeah, perfect. That's my turn then.
Okay. Cole, your turn.
Okay, Wilson, I got a question for you, buddy.
Yes.
So my spear. First off, did you mention, or whoever had the perception check of the the black dark liquid that was in his chest?
That was Aurelia.
Aurelia, did you mention that to everyone?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
We're just kind of just pointed out that there is a black mass in its chest.
Cool would like to attempt to possibly break that open in its chest. Could I make an attack roll with disadvantage to like make a pinpoint mark on it and hit like a soft spot in it to break the chest open?
So you're saying like a power, give everything you got, kind of like disadvantage attack?
Disadvantage attack, but not so much like a power, but more like a
Precise,
like a
gotcha.
pin. Yeah, precise.
Trying to
yes.
target it. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Before doing so, I am going to move beside Bree so I can get 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 more before I throw the spear to give it some more damage as well, okay?
You're going to move in front of Bree?
Beside her.
Okay, Okay. 5, 10, 15 here?
Yeah.
20? Right here?
Yep. It's not yet, but that's correct. Yeah, there you go. Yep, that works. Okay. Is it 18?
With an 18.
I rolled 11 and a 17. I got a +8 to hit.
Charging
18.
up your throw, you chuck the javelin. It sails through the air as it has reached out and landed on its forearm a little bit to reach out towards Rowan when it made that attack last. It presents its chest to you just slightly, and that spear strikes it straight in the chest, and you see as your spear falls and you return it back to you, a slight amount of that icy shell, this like rough texture of the shell at the front of the ice sloughs off, and then there's this clearer, smooth layer of ice in front of this mass within its chest. At this point, you still can't make out exactly what that is, but
okay. But my spear doesn't return
Also-
to me until the beginning of my
also
next
roll.
turn.
Gotcha. Okay. Roll your damage for that as well, by the way.
Okay.
Are you nervous, Bevels? Are you nervous? Oh goodness! Wow! What is Dungeon Daddy doing? Oh no! Oh no! I know! It's so scary!
Uh, 27 points of damage.
27 points of damage with that as the spear strikes that, and though it does slough off some of that ice, it's almost as if it doesn't even notice that you've hit it.
Gross. Okay. I have a long bow, but I don't think I can pull it out and do that. I think my bonus action. Extra attack means you have to make an attack action with the same weapon, I'm imagining, right?
With what? Sorry.
With extra attack.
What about it? Oh,
Could
with a
I-
throw? Yeah. I don't think that would pair with the throw effect, yeah.
Okay. That's it then. That's my turn.
Aurelia, we're back to you.
Okay. My first thing I'm gonna do is throw a dagger at it. I'm gonna throw the Hunter's Mark dagger,
Okay.
and it is a natural 20.
Natural 20, all right. Roll your damage.
That's 65 points of damage, and I'm
65
aiming for
points
its
of
chest.
damage. Aiming for its chest. With that, you strike with that dagger, the Hunter's Mark dagger, it's thrown and it lands in the center of the chest. The dagger actually is penetrated into the ice, and some of that just sloughs away, a bigger chunk. And to that, it kind of jolts a little bit in its chest and starts to turn its attention towards you. The dagger falls to the ground underneath it.
Okay, bonus action, I'm gonna disengage, and then I'm gonna run 30
Bonus
feet.
action, disengage. 30 feet.
in Rowan's direction.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And that's my turn.
With that, Asher's going to just follow up right behind her with the shield out, just in case it tries to make an attack.
That's right. So with that, I'll let you have your movement to be...
Oh, right there in front of her is fine. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, right there.
You can have both of them. Maybe.
Perfect.
Or something.
My AC is +1 now.
With that, does that finish your turn? It is its turn now. Start to make its way towards the party. Karan, go ahead and make your attack if you would like. Because it does enter your range. Part of it does.
Yeah, I can't attack its upper area. I could just smack at its like feet
Gotcha.
and stuff, though,
Yep.
right? Okay. As odd as this sounds, I'm not going to, because I
Okay.
feel like it'll just drag undue attention.
Gotcha. What would you like to do then?
Oh, is it my actual turn?
It's your turn.
It's its turn.
Or wait,
Oh,
I'm
I
sorry.
thought it was its turn.
Okay, that's right.
I was
I'm
so
sorry.
confused.
You're right. Yeah. It's your reaction. You are not going
I mean, I'll
to
take my
attack it.
turn if you want to skip his. I'm cool with that. You can do that.
Undue attention or not. Turning its attention to the group. The bottom right hand that initially did the ice thing then forms into a fist, and as you guys make your way away, it slams down on you, Karun. $29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. That's 10. I'm 19. So.
That is going to be, yikes, 46 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 1 point of cold damage.
So wait, is that 1 point after the reduction?
1 point. I rolled a 1 on the cold damage.
Yeah, but we still have resistance to cold, right?
So does it technically make it 0 or does it remain 1? 0. You take none.
Yay, I get to keep that 1 HP.
Gotcha. get that 1 HP. Hey, could be life or death, bro. Turning. It's. I'm going to put him basically over top of you, for sake of being able to see where he's going. Move a little bit further, closer. I need to raise like all of you guys up. Making his attacks. Okay. With an attack.
Hey,
It
Holston,
attempts
not
to sweep over with its right hand after immediately making this, like it's in succession. The bottom hand slams down on Karun. The top one immediately climbs over that and slams over onto Briar. What's up, Seth? With a natural 20.
You mean to have the battle map on stream?
Oh, I don't have the battle map on. I forgot that I
Okay.
turned that off.
Okay,
Guys,
so
you guys
is
have been
there-
missing everything. There's been so much that's going on. Look at this heckin' battle. Look at this bitch. Look at it. Look at it. I'm sorry. I had to turn it off because I was going to reveal it, and then I forgot because we just got carried away. But
Tolson, can I use my reaction, even though Bree's a little bit further, but this thing's fucking massive, to use my Briar Shield to take that hit?
it's out of your range. I'm sorry. Is it the creature that's attacking that's close to you, or the creature you're trying to defend?
Creature you can see within 5 feet of you takes damage. Fuck.
Creature you can see within 5 feet of you. She's not within 5 feet. She's 10 foot away.
Damn. Okay.
So I'm gonna cast my shield. It still hits
It
because
is a
my
31
AC
to
is-
hit.
Yeah, I'm just giving myself my 10 HP. So go ahead and kill me. So.
Go ahead and kill me. Okay. Oh, wait, that's full possible damage. Sorry. Let me do that math. I need a calculator. And then one more die on top of that. Sorry, I usually just roll with D&D Beyond, but I have to do math when I have to do the maxi maxes. And then I roll one more die of that damage, which is that. Not too bad. So you're looking at 57 points of bludgeoning damage. That's
That
not too
is
bad.
legitimately plus my thing. I'm down but like it just zeroed me out. I'm just
Zeroed
down.
you out. Got you. With the 57, you are downed. I don't really need to roll the cold damage on top of that because you're already downed. That's just the secondary damage that takes effect. You see as the top left hand comes down to crush another friend of ours. It's like it's going down the line. Left hand bottom hand goes closest target, less top right hand. It takes its other bottom left hand or top left hand and over top of the other one, slams right next to that to slam down on Cole.
He is within 5.
That is a 20 to hit.
I will. Wait, does that hit you, Cole?
It does because he hasn't done his melee
Okay.
fisty thing.
Asher's going to use his reaction to soak that hit.
So how does that work exactly?
So within 5 feet of you takes damage. You can reaction to take the damage instead of the creature taking it. When you do, the damage is changed to force.
Change to force. You will take, in total, with the cold damage already halved and added, math, 30 points of force damage.
Okay.
Lastly, the left arm. Aurelia does a 27 hit. Rhetorically.
Why are you even asking at this point?
Rhetorically. The hand comes down. And in this last second, as it slams down its fist, the eyes widen slightly and it opens the fist. The fist opens and it cups you, slams around. Starts to close the fist around you. Begins to scoop you up. And it straightens up as it holds you in its grasp. You prepare to resist against it crushing your body. But it pulls you up to its face and looks at you with its eyes. Emotionless. Straightens up. The aggression of the slams on each of your party members stops. It has this moment of recognition. You see nothing, you recognize nothing about the face of this ice gargantuan colossus. And then it begins to lower you down and stops right near the chest. You see the bits of the ice that have been carved away by you and Cole's attacks. Glancing in, you see that mass within the chest, slightly darker than the ice that entombs it. An elegantly sitting figure, pale skin. The more you look at it and it draws you slightly closer, you see, even to the point where you can make out the long, exaggerated, tipped ears. An elegant, just sash wrapped over the body that has cross-legged and peacefully sits in the center.
Can I move the rest of the rot away?
It's not necessarily rot, it's just the ice that encompasses it.
I'm gonna try to break it apart or like somehow access it.
As you begin to kind of break away some of the ice, You feel it come out of your reach as you're lifted away from its chest and back up to its face. And then it gently places you down. And then looks over towards Rowan, who's really booked it with the crystal.
He's got it over his head. He's
and then
he's got
straightens up again, just massively towering over top of you. Turns its head and looks down at you. Back up slowly towards Rowan. And it begins to walk. You can make attacks if you would like, but it begins to walk towards Rowan.
He's so booking it. He's freaking the fuck out. He's gone. Mechanically, he'd be expending his dash action, going that full 80 feet with every step that thing is taking closer to him. I'm just mechanically, until somebody tells him otherwise, he's gonna keep running.
Right.
If that's the case, should I be rolling death saving
Yeah,
throws?
so with that, if we're out of initiative, Asher's going to cast Aura of Vitality. And the first one's going to be 2d6 to Briar, and then I'll dish everything out in Discord.
Cool.
You get 3 life, Briar.
Yeah, you guys kind of realizing that it no longer wants to kill you. There is nothing else that seems that it wants to kill you at this moment, unless you are, I don't know, want to still try to kill it. You immediately attend to each other, your fallen allies, those who have been struck, as you slow your pace after realizing that it's chasing after Rowan now.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. He's I imagine a couple times he's bowling it and he's catching up on side of it, and he's like picks it up and he's running again and he throws it in front of him.
So it's a sight to behold, but the large figure you see as it crouches down a little bit, gets in like almost a sprinter's stance, and then it is making ground. Rowan is zip. As Rowan zips, he makes his way all the way over to the other side of the river, but at that point, it has almost just caught up to him. This thing is, I mean, it's massive, even like with its movement speed, it's like a step is like several feet, and now that it's in a sprint, which is a sight to behold. Rowan, it scoops you up and starts to lift you up, and you feel like, oh fuck, I'm about to be crushed. But it doesn't.
I'll pull it on. Can I look at it?
It just holds you up to its face. And then with its massive fingers, like the size of you, attempts to pick the crystal out. You try to resist your trying, but just its strength, you're just no match. It plucks the crystal from you and then gently sets you down. Looks back towards the way of the party, hesitates, looks down at Rowan, and then continues on up north.
I'm still in the position, and when it held me, I'm like slowly turning my head as it walks away, and I'm just gonna rock on my back heels and just fall on my ass on the ground on the snow and just watch it as it walks away. It's just adrenaline, everything just coming down, like I'm like about to pass out almost.
As it gains distance away from you, you feel the rumblings of each of its footsteps slow and become further distant. By this point, the party can have either caught up or wait for Rowan to come back, whichever you would prefer.
Yeah, we would have caught
Did
up.
it have anybody in its hand? Like, did Rowan see Aurelia in its hand, or
No, it dropped Aurelia. It put Aurelia down. It went without the party. Yeah.
Okay. I'm still on my ass. I'm gonna be I'm just gonna, as soon as it gets a decent away, I'm just gonna flop on the ground, just poof, exhausted.
You okay, Rowan?
That's all I think was gonna get me. He starts.
Just-
And he's just gonna brace his palm against his forehead.
Cold would dash over to Rowan to catch up to him, and then, seeing that Rowan like is laying on the ground and he's just like sigh of relief, Cole would like drop to his hands and knees and start breathing really heavy, and just almost start. You hear him like chuckling, like
That nervous, like we just died laughter.
Rowan would pick that up as a start laughing too, like holy shit, and just kind of like posture himself up.
Ash will reach down, help him up. Kind of look to Aurelia and be like, "Do you know?"
What happened?
There's some elf, a snow elf, within.
No one you recognize, though, right?
Not that I could tell, but
It had a presence
I don't know.
about it. A somehow familiar presence.
It looked like me.
Should we follow?
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
If everyone's okay.
Yeah,
Obviously
let's go.
recognized you.
Bree's gonna walk over and she's all like bruised. And she's just gonna wrap her arms around you and give you a hug while you're starting to cry.
I'm just so glad you all are okay.
I'm just glad that wasn't an actual god. That would have been.
Rowan's gonna stand up and he's gonna clasp, like, really grab Cole's vest, and he's gonna who would be to his right?
Probably Asher, because he just helped you up.
He's gonna grab your shirt and he's just gonna pull you guys into like a hug, and it'll become like a big group hug around Aurelia.
Let's not do that again.
No.
ask the elephant in the room, Aurelia, can you do that? And he's just gonna start laughing.
Did you just ask if she could turn into an ice giant?
He's trying to like break the ice, no pun intended.
No promises, Aurelia. This comes with the occupation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull my hood up, and I'm gonna put back on my my mask. I'm gonna kind of adjust it, and I'm gonna be like, "Do we take a minute, and then we fall?" The thing is not stopping for us.
Let's get off the ice before we take it. I'm pretty much tapped almost.
Likewise.
Up to that. It's way.
We're not able to hear what you're saying. It's not picking you up.
Awesome. He basically said that we weren't going to catch up to it anyways. Then might well.
Still can't hear you.
Okay, so
Are we saying
we're
that
not
you
going
might
to
as well
catch up to
rest?
it, so we might as well get off the ice and rest.
Right.
I think so.
Okay, so you're going
yeah.
further
Just hope we
north?
don't- I just hope we don't run into any more of those spiders.
Well, we have a giant I mean, Briar can take care of him on her own now.
Can I do some sort of check? I mean, in hierarchy, if anything is massive and scary and territorial as big as that, things would pretty much run away.
Yeah, they would definitely scurry. If they knew what's good for them.
Okay, so I don't have to deduce that. I'm just gonna go ahead. I think that thing might have scared everything miles away from here. So let's get off and let's go rest.
Making your way to the other side of the river, the frozen river, just before you hit the bank, you feel a rumbling. That massive figure stops, slides, almost causes an earthquake as it makes its steps. Stands before you at the bank.
I'm gonna look to Aurelia and said, "You said there was something in there, right?"
You see now crystal gone from its hand. But it does have a stone, almost like a tombstone. Gets on one knee, but even then, about 50 feet high, as it gets on one knee, it drops the stone. The stone slams into the bank.
I want to go. Can I go look at it?
I want to use telepathy to try to talk to it.
You are unable to make any connection.
Okay.
I go up with Rowan too to look at it.
Its eyes train on you as you make your way to it, keeping kind of like looking at the stone, looking at it, looking at the stone, like this is a trap kind of thing. It still has this like ominous presence about it. It slaps back to you, but you're dead. Surprise, bitch! End of campaign. It looks at you with its head, and then it kind of like the eyes glaze over almost a little bit, and it straightens up. And points the chest at you.
I'm gonna put.
And then its hand reaches out and points at the stone. You then can investigate the stone.
So I rolled a 17 on investigation.
Slab. Yeah. It appears to be in Elven.
Can I read it? I can
Yes, you
actually
can.
read it. I'm gonna bring Aurelia up to me because I probably would have held her back in a second, and I'm gonna put my arm around her for her to come be even with me, and I'm gonna put her in front of me to read it.
Reading the context of the stone is that all of the different little rumors and different stories about how to calm the volcano and the attachments to that, it lists those things in the different requirements. And one of the things that it mentions is that if a crystal is not available to calm it, that in order for the volcano to not explode and ice age everything, the tribe will have someone make a sacrifice, a willing sacrifice. And that person who is undergone that for the tribe will return as this colossal to go retrieve a crystal. It is a last-ditch effort, their last option, not ideal. Often reserved for those who have done something that could in some ways be shameful, and it's a way for them to redeem themselves.
I'm gonna look to Aurelia.
You see as it points to that line, like, look, read that line, which is that individual, and then it points to its chest, taps it slightly, and then takes Aurelia gently, still like this ominous, menacing thing, and it scoops up Aurelia, holds her in both hands, just gently so that she can essentially sit there, and just the head falls to a side, and it holds her up to its chest.
As she gets pulled up, I'm gonna usher Debris to get up here.
You see as from the eyes of this massive colossus structure, it starts to well up, and this drop starts to fall as it slides off its face and lands almost into the ground. Before it even hits the ground, it freezes over. But for a moment, it is liquid.
Put my hand on it.
As it cups you, it takes its you place your hand on it, like towards the chest. It pulls you away a little bit, and one of the underhands, as it's holding you with the two upper hands, holds its hand out. I mean, it's just the massive size of a house, but it's like attempting. You put your tiny little pinky of a hand into its.
I never expected to find anything. And I'm so sorry that if you are this way because of me. But I am so blessed to meet you in any form. And I put my head up against the hand as well.
After some time holding your hand to its, pulls its hand away, and as one of the tears falls, it catches it with that hand and begins to like this and stretch it out, and you see this, some sort of weapon is formed. Then takes that with one of its other arms, reaches it out to you. It is a very intricately designed crystalline rapier.
Thank you. I have so many questions and I wish you could answer them. But thank you.
And again holds you and then brings you closer to its chest. As it holds you to its chest just like this kind of one last time, it then goes to set you down. And it places its palms out for you to like walk off yourself.
Do Briar or Rowan hear any of her talking? Rowan's gonna take a step back, but he's still gonna stay right there. But he's gonna take a step back and leave Briar right there.
It was my mom.
Bree's gonna come up to you and grab your hand and thumb the ring you have from your mom on your finger. And give you a little kiss on your cheek. Hold you close and just let you process.
And the stone slab. Can this be something that could be carried?
It's pretty massive. It's almost like it was torn off of an altar of some sort. Wouldn't be practical by any means.
Just ripped it off. Okay.
It's like, hey, here's some stuff about this.
We can write it down.
Rowan's gonna try his best and try to. Actually, he would probably be a little bit more proficient in Elven than he would be in English, so he would be actually writing in
Easy
Elvish.
enough to write it down and transcribe everything about it.
Okay.
It's not a whole lot. It's almost like a 10 commandments list. It's like, here's what to do if A, here's what to do if B, and it just gives like a list of things. It's almost just like it's like a prescription for the mountain, essentially.
He's gonna, once he's done writing, he's gonna go over to Bree and Aurelia.
It begins to sit up. Go ahead, you're good.
No, he's just gonna walk over to him and kind of put both of his hands on one shoulder, on the far shoulder, and the other, and just look up at the big Voltron Gundam.
It presses its fist into the ground to almost lift itself out, but as it gets to that like knelt and bowed position, it hangs its head for just a second, like if it could sigh, it would sigh, and it lifts itself up and gets up on all two of its feet, and then the forearms kind of outstretch, and it stares at the party.
Rowan doesn't know, but he's gonna yell at it.
Okay.
Deducing from the conversation. She's making you proud.
Just slightly, it nods.
I said it in Elvish too.
With that, it starts to turn, and then it turns back around, and then like holds out its hand and like a stop. And then it turns, continues up the mountain, slow walking pace. After some time, before it drifts further into the fog, turns one last time. Hand out, reached. Moves side to side. And then turns. Continue the rest of the way up to Vansala.
Seeing that, Asher's gonna walk up to Aurelia, who's still probably crying. Be like, if only Marty was here, Aurelia, you could have had your own song written about you.
That's okay. I'll make him write another song about me. About how I can kick his ass.
He'll laugh and just be like, should we set up the dome? Take a rest?
Yeah.
Just to clarify, we still have the crystal. It's not like it's taking the crystal to
It took the
Vansalath.
crystal.
It took the crystal.
Took the crystal to Vansalath.
So it is doing our job for us.
It's
From
doing
here
it.
on out.
That's what it was. Just like, your job is done here, essentially.
Nope, just clarifying that.
Yeah.
Well,
It came back without the crystal, so it's like almost assumed that it like sprinted over to the mountain, dunked it in, grabbed the slab, and came back, all within the time that it took you guys to like rest and recover after its initial, yeah.
Oh, let's get some sleep and head back in the morning. Are you
Agreed.
good?
I'm sick of this cold.
So for expediency's sake, assuming that we are going back to Hernding, any kind of conversations and stuff that you would like to have along the way, you can do them now, and that we can assume that this was over the course of the few days that it took to travel back.
There's really not a whole lot to say, unless
They're probably just
Aurelia.
supporting Aurelia. Yeah.
Yeah, major supportage.
Party, weary from the bitter cold and the chaos of these encounters and exploration of this tomb, and not knowing what to expect with the journey ahead. The journey home, though it still has its perils, the ice crystals do not fall. The volcano is not spewing them from the sky at this point, fortunately. But still that bitter cold, you're eager to get back to the warmth of the hearth of Rowan's Herndeen home. You feel your journey coming to an end as the peace of Herndeen is now in sight. As you make your way back to home, a voice emanates into your head, Karan. A familiar voice, that of Kazrak. Karan, I hope you are well. I hope all are well. When you get a moment, we really need to speak. And with that, we will conclude this season of Legends of Aelos, the main party. Remember, folks, next session. I don't think it's going to be this next coming session. Maybe Haps will do a one shot, perhaps, maybe, or something. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But we're gonna have a different group to partake in several number of sessions in the Zahath campaign. If you are familiar with any of the lore, you have Eswin, which is where we are over here on the right, and you have Zahath over on the west, over on the left side. That's the other country. They're at war currently, so we're going to explore some of what's been happening over in Zahath, and I'm really excited to do that. I will be announcing over the coming weeks, like, the cast, and having some promo and stuff for that, who will be a part of that. I'm really excited to play with this group of people. You may see some familiar faces as well. But it is going to be good. I got another crispy, spicy story building over there, and it'll be really exciting to see what's happening immediately after King Varth was assassinated. So Dom and his daddy are still alive in this timeline. Wow. Maybe the Zahath party can immediately sprint over and save him before it happens. Hey, who knows? Split time? No. Stop, it's already.
Snake, don't create a time paradox.
You've created a time paradox. So yeah, in the coming Sundays, be on the lookout for that. I'll try to do some kind of something for this this coming Sunday, but I know that we can't have that session quite yet, the first session of that quite yet. So we're gonna try to see what we can do. Maybe something, maybe a break for me. I take breaks sometimes, right? But yeah, either way. I love you guys. I love you guys. All right, you know what to do. Exclamation point candles. Get yourself some Wick and Skull gaming candles. Exclamation point minis. Get yourself some Hero Forge minis! Exclamation point IRL. Help us get together in real life and play our first session together. It'll be the first time meeting most of each other, so that's pretty cool. Like IRL, we really want that. So if you were of mind, that would be fantastic. If you were so inclined to do so, we would be eternally grateful. But stick around, get in the know by following the social medias. Of course, exclamation point Linktree, is that a thing? Did we do that? Exclamation point links? I don't know. Hey, socials, that's what it is. That's right. There, that's the old one. But yes, and of course, join the Discord, exclamation point Discord. That's where we all hangs all the time, so you can be definitely in the know with that. That's where our home is, essentially. We live on Discord. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. Stick around. You know we got to show somebody some love with a raid. So let's pass on some love, say hi to another group, and I'll see you in Zahath.
Bye.